points down, and they don't want to see East Grand Rapids go on some kind of a run here. We'd like to thank our sponsors for this evening, and they are Clover Bar and Restaurant, and Dr. Larry Poole of West Michigan Sports and Rehab Clinic, Carlson Vaughanley Travel with locations in Grand Haven and Spring Lake, Rising Building Center, helping to build the Tri-Cities for a whole bunch of years, as I recall. Denny Van Hall, sales manager for James W. Oaks and Company. Fritz Auto Body, doing all kinds of fiberglass and metal repair. Shade Corporation of Grand Haven, and the Grand Haven Board of Light Power as action resumes.
And we're back in at 22nd timeout. It's all nice drive by Ryan Goldberg. Again, everybody seems to have a height advantage for the nice drive by Burdick, up and no good, almost blocked by Smulligan. Enough interference there to bother TJ. Here comes Brand again down the court. Eldersville driving baseline up. No call, jump shot by Smulligan, no good. Rebound by Klaus. Knocked off of Hornick, and
I think TJ got just a little intimidated with Smulligan there. He's got to go hard to the hoop. He's got to initiate some contact with him.
Right.
He's kind of laid that up there for Smulligan to swat it. And he's got to go a little bit more aggressively.
Smulligan comes out. Tom Townley comes in the ball game along with McCahill, Ryan McCahill. So we have two subs in there for East. And there's a pass out to Klaus. To Eldersville. Back to the corner. Nice drive by Brand. Back out to McCahill. McCahill to Pantlin. Makes the move. Doesn't shoot. Still holds the ball. Long pass over to Eldersville. Back to Klaus. Inside to Pantlin. And we're going to get a foul called on Kokema. For some reason, Aaron Kokema's guarding 6'6" Pantlin. And nothing he can do but ride him there. So Kokema will pick up his first foul, and Josh Wally is back in the ballgame. Replaces TJ Burdick.
Well, he really had to foul him there, because when you're guarding a guy who's 6'6" who catches the ball about 8 feet from the hoop, so, you can't just let him turn and shoot that 8-footer.
There's a nice steal there by Goldman. Tipped off in number 20, Andy Rogers makes a nice swing. Goldman and Rogers, they picked that one off, and the Bucks are on the board with their 4th point. Down the corner to Eldersville. The Bucks are hustling, boys. Coach Taylor's really barking out the signal. We're going to get a 3-second violation in the zone on East Grand Rapids. So everything seems to be working so far right now for the Bucks. Coach Taylor's going to, something else, going to keep his team in here by keeping them on their toes from the bench. Josh Walters out front, being guarded by Eldersville. Over to Vandermeet. This is Carter, sophomore. Inside to Rogers. Little jump shot by Goldman. No good. Rebound by Pantlin. Out to McCahill. McCahill to Eldersville. Gets that man-to-man. Walters cuts him off. And a turnover. So far, Bucks are holding their own in there. Coach Tompkins not too happy with his team right now. Gives him a little shouts of somewhat encouragement, somewhat criticism. And here we come. Driving in there through nowhere to go, but he gets the ball back is Andy Rogers. The other Pantlin twin, he's a twin boy, he's both 6'6", and Nicholas Weinberger back in the ball game. Looks like Scott Tompkins with another number of players, a lot of depth, can really rotate his team and doesn't fall off much at all, Mike.
Yeah, Grand Haven always does that, and we're going to see that from both sides.
Yeah. Problem is that coach doesn't have as much, Grand Haven coach does not have as much depth this year, obviously what East Grand Rapids does. Here's Andy Rogers driving his zone, back to Walters.
These are valuable minutes for these kids, though, early in the season, because coach, may not know what he has yet. Is going to play 9-10 players, and as the season goes on, you'll have a chance to prove what you got and get more minutes.
Exactly, almost going. Long shot by Walters. Got it. He's a three-point man.
Well, you like to see that. If we can get him off, that'll really help.
Well, he made 7 down in Saginaw, or over there in Saginaw. He knocks down his second one tonight. Pass to John Pantlin, looking inside, over to the Lineberger. So far, the defense of Grand Haven has been playing very, very difficult. And the 6th man underneath that basket is making his Lineberger a long 3-point shot on the rim, no good. Pantlin fighting for the rebound, grabbed nicely by Josh Carter. Rogers to Carter up front in the corner to Vanderbeek. Back to Rogers. Good ball movement here, Mark. Ryan Goldman with a nice drive, but the big guys are picking him up underneath. Back outside to Walters. He looks to shoot the 3, doesn't. Here's Vandermeet. Partially blocked. And off of Pantlin, it'll be Van Halen's ball. 44. Here they come. It's a racehorse, Mark. Like you said, Grand Haven just throws in 3 more players.
A lot of people in and out. Josh Carter was in the game for probably about 2 minutes, and then Kokomo returned.
We got 8-7 ball game. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Grand Haven's possession. Josh Walters being guarded by Ryan McCahill. To TJ Burdick. 90s back dribble. Looks inside. Nobody there. There's Walters with another 3. Yes. Woo! Here we go, man. Got 2 already.
Kind of left off, or picked up where he left off last game, didn't he?
And the Buccaneers take a 2-point lead. With 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Brand outside to McCahill. Oh, that ball's turned over.
A little miscommunication there, and Grand Haven has turned the momentum around. We have now on an 8-0 run.
McCahill will be coming out of the ball game, and Van Eldersveld
there you
coming
go.
back in the ball game. I'll get that name right. Pokemon, senior guard for the Bucks. Over to Walters. He feels that he wanted to fire again. Good ball handler out front, being guarded hard by Eldersveld. Back to Hornig. Almost stolen by Pantlin. Boy, he's all over it. Over to TJ. Looks for the shot. Doesn't take it. Drives inside. And we're going to get foul called.
You like to see TJ go to the rim, too, because he's one of the more talented Bucks players. He has the ability to handle the ball well. Very athletic. And you like to see him take that move to the basket.
So TJ will go line shooting too. Yeah, TJ's game is more driving than it is shooting. And he's just a junior. You know, he played a lot as a sophomore last year. TJ Mark helped us out a couple of girls' games. He's really into basketball. Loves the game. Been some rumors that he even speaks of that basketball at night. That's a good possibility. Makes that second one. So the Bucks are on the board. Mike Brand to find a little ball handling guard for the Pioneers. Looking to set it up, being guarded by Vandermeer. Both teams playing good defense tonight, Mark.
Yep.
In your face kind of defense.
This is probably going to be a low-scoring game.
Matt Lineberger, good outside shooter, no good. Look out for something going out here.
We got some interesting action under the hoop
Yeah.
here.
Little 5'11" Kokomo might get a tee on him if he's not careful.
Yeah, he was trying to block out number 30, Tom Pantlin. He had him blocked out, but he also had his arms kind of wrapped up there.
It was quite a mug job down there. But Aaron's a competitor.
Right. Aaron is arguing that Pantlin was kind of coming over the top of him. That's why his arms were in front of Aaron. And Pantlin, of course, and the referee apparently thought otherwise.
I was going to lose that argument. Now we got an elbow here on Lineberger, I think. Boy, this thing is getting crazy out here. I think we'll see Scott Tompkins getting in somebody's face here in a minute. He's a coach who doesn't take a lot of stuff, I'll tell you. He's going to come over right now and ask him what he did.
East Grand Rapids is putting on a full court pressure right now.
Yep.
We'll see if
full
Grand
court,
Haven
man-to-man.
breaks
Got the Bucks handle that, huh, Mark? Handling the ball. Oh, he walked.
Yep. Doubled the shoot.
TJ wasn't sure what to do with that one. He was going to drive, and there wasn't much there. Scott Pantlin will take it out. 26 seconds.
Got a replay coming.
Got a replay. Here's the play out of bounds, and we couldn't see that, but we saw the missed shot, but we didn't see the foul on Kokomo that well. Eldersveld, they're going to go for one shot here, Mark.
12 seconds left.
Rand will hold that ball down. Here he comes in there with 8. Now he'll take it to the basket. Looking inside for somebody. Can't find it. Takes a jumper. Got it.
2 seconds.
Mike Rand.
I don't believe that'll count.
Long shot at the buzzer. No good. So we played one, and the Bucks are leading the #1 ranked state Class B East Grand Rapids Pioneers 11-10 in a real hard-fought first quarter ball game.
We want to give some credit for some people that are here tonight. The officials this evening are Jeff McBeek and Brian Holman. And part of our technical staff, we'd also like to recognize on audio, we have Brad Arnold, replays, Reese Clark, cameras, 3 fine people, A.J. Clark, Dirk Monk, and Megan Stevens. Our statistician tonight is Ken Verdine, sitting directly to my left. And we also have Eric Wagner here, who's the brother of Megan Stevens, who I mentioned, and also the brother of Jonathan Wagner. of course, lest I forget, the man in charge of all of this, our Honorable Director, Floyd Fonte.
The main man. Okay, and he's got a good group of kids working for him, and it's nice that we're able to those kids because they do an awful lot of work.
Shooting percentage is not too bad this evening. Grand Haven is 4 for 9 for slightly under 50%. East Grand Rapids is 5 for 10. All of East makes, all 5 of them, well, 4 of the 5 are in the lane, and the 5th is just outside the lane on the baseline. So they are getting close to the basket. And we have 2 shots under the basket, and then the 2 threes by Wagner. Walters, excuse me.
All right, well, here we go. Second quarter, and hey, 11 to 10. Coach Taylor's got to be happy with his first quarter performance, and let's see what happens. It's an awfully good East team. See if they can pick it up a little bit. Mike Brand, the playmaker, is handling the ball. He's one of the few guys that doesn't come out of the ball game for East. Back out to McCahill. Nice pass over to Eldersville.
He really does. That Brand really does a nice job of controlling the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a fine all-around player. There's down inside. Missed it. Put it back up.
Well, I'm sure Tom Panlin is kicking himself right now for missing that little bunny.
Yeah, that was a little bunny. I'm surprised he got the foul. I didn't even see the foul on that one. Foul was on who? I heard it in 2 seconds, so let me look down the line. It's probably going to... Might have been TJ Burdick. I hope it wasn't, but it might have been. Yeah, it was. No, it was 44. Excuse me. Hornick. Had Hornick foul. Josh Carter back in the lineup.
Hornick and Carter are basically trading places every few minutes.
That's probably a pretty good idea. Yes, with both of them. That one's second shot is up. And that's also good. So he knocks them both down. With the ball, Andy Rogers. Inside the Carter, turnaround jump, got it. Josh Carter. Sophomore, knocking that down.
Nice loft on that shot. You like to see a nice soft shot like that.
Double team here by Grand Haven, doing a nice job with it. The high pass to Mulligan. Little hooker up and in. Nice pass in there by the East Pioneers.
He did a nice job of going left hand to that one, didn't he? That way use the basket as part of your defense to protect the ball.
Mulligan, big 6'7" boy, knocked that layup in. Here's underneath the Vandermeet, tried to get himself open. Going to get a foul called here on number 11, Ryan McCahill. That'll be the 4th foul on the Pioneers, so the ball will be taken out of bounds. Josh, making a drive. Vandermeet. Here comes Andy Rogers down the lane. Little jumper, got it. No, straight in. I almost called that one wrong, but that ball spun around and
toilet bowl shot. It's a technical term.
I thought it was in, then I thought it was out, and then it stayed in. That's a nice basket by Andy Rogers. Puts the Bucks back up by 1. McCahill back over to Eldersville. Back into Panlin. He's got a little jumper here. In and out. No good. Mulligan tipping. Can't get it. Tip it again. Brand fighting for it. It's going to stay East Grand Rapids ball.
I think half the people on the floor touched the ball in that last little sequence there. But that's good.
According to the referee, the last one to touch it was the Bucks. So Taylor barking out. He wants him into a zone here, number 2.
That was a replay that we
missed it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a long jumper by Mulligan. Rebound nicely by Carter. Boy, the Bucks are boarding very well tonight, Mark, for being undersized.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they're going to need to do that all 32 minutes tonight. TJ going to the hoop.
Got it.
You like to see that. That's what we need more of from him.
Thank you, Mark. And TJ down on the baseline. That's where he's the best. Where most of his points are scored from on that baseline. Eldersville driving the baseline. Didn't get it. Panlin picks it up, puts it in.
That's too bad, because TJ blocked that first shot there, but they were able to pick up an easy rebound.
Yeah, that's where that extra size is. They're going to be hanging around. And Bucks have got their hands full, but they're doing everything they can right now to hang in here. TJ Burdick. Vandermeet. Got to Josh. He likes those threes. That one's a little tougher. Tipped up. Battle for it. Stay in here. Grand Haven.
East Grand Rapids looks to be in a man-to-man right now, Larry, and I'd like to see us be able to isolate some of our players like TJ Burdick, although TJ is coming out of the game right now, so we can get to the basket. seem to be passing the ball around the perimeter quite a
These
bit.
teams are kind of mirrored teams. They both play that tough man-to-man. Press a little bit. Good defense there by East. Out to Goldman, Ryan Goldman. In the corner to Kokomo. Ooh, I don't know about that one, but they're going to call steps. They usually do when a guy makes a good move. And traveling on Kokomo. The Pioneers will bring it up. Making that press.
We've got Rogers and Ryan Goldman in the backcourt for the Bucks, so we have football and soccer both represented here on this Grand East
I like
basketball
to hear
team.
that. There's a pass into Cahill by Eldersville. Not much going on. Trying to get it inside the Panlin. He gets it, picks it up. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
Kind of a late call, but probably a good one. He was well positioned there.
That helps having Coach Taylor down here to help these refs a little bit. We need to do that. Why not?
Yeah, that may be the reason we got that late call. You never know.
It doesn't hurt sometimes. And we have the ball, 4:48 to go in the second quarter, and we're leading these Pioneers 17-16. There's Kokomo bringing it up for the Bucks. They get traveling again. I can't.
We have had a lot of traveling calls. First quarter is not yet over. We must have had 4 or 5 of them.
That's something you don't see a lot of in the high school varsity teams. But we've seen 2 or 3 of them. I think 3 already in the first half.
Where you don't see it is the NBA, although they're starting to even call it there this year.
Nice move by Brand up the middle. No good. Tipped up and in by Pantlin.
That was a nice tip. Although there you saw that drive down the middle, he had that two-footed jump step move, and Travel was not called on that one.
Over to Kokomo, fine jump shot, got it. Might have got a foul, nobody saw it. Ref was watching the ball.
He got tackled, and there was no call.
Nobody saw it, I don't think. They were watching the basket.
Yeah. Official was only about 5
nice
feet.
shot though by Kokomo, 15-foot jump shot. Up to Small again, looking it all the way over to Brand. Mr. Steady back out. Jump shot by Topleb, no good. Mulligan jumping up, gets it back, puts it up, misses it. Carter doing a nice job in there for sophomore Mark.
Yep.
Here's Carter looking for the, should have had the shot. And there's over the corner, Vandermeet, short. And there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Ryan Goldman. No, that's not Goldman. That's Rogers, Andrew Rogers.
Right.
You know, it's nice to see this Goldman and Rogers coming off the bench for the Bucks. They really hustle. You mentioned Mark.
Yes, they do.
Ryan was a soccer player, so we know he's in good shape, huh?
You bet.
He's playing soccer. He's running up and down that court.
You bet he is.
Now we're looking at 19-18. This game's going back and forth a few times. Bucks still holding on that 1-point lead with 3:33 to go in the second quarter. Mike Brand, who we've seen a lot of tonight, the playmaker, to Eldersville. Eldersville driving. Doing it to Faust. Faust bobbles it, and here comes the Pioneers. So both teams are giving each other a streak. There's Wallers. Yes. Oh. Boy, he's having a good
If he can keep doing that, that could be exciting.
He can bring some people out here.
He's shooting the ball better from outside than we've seen since maybe J.P. Huntington.
Got that little Rick Mount jump shot. Ball tipped around. Burdick's going to pick up his second. I know Coach Taylor will not like that.
That is a good call, too, because he hacked it.
Not a real good foul, probably. Three people have 2 fouls on them now for the Bucks. And that could be a factor in this ball game if they pick up the third.
Yeah, CJ's coming out. Vandermeet in for Burdick.
Klaus will go to the line, shoot a 1-1 for the Pioneers. He was trailing 22-18 in this ball game. Josh Wallers has been exciting. 9 points. Up and miss. Pantlin grabs that rebound. Trying to get it out. He does get it back out to Eldersville. Eldersville looks for the shot, doesn't take it. Pantlin outside with it, looks for a drive, nowhere to go. Way across court to Brand. Pass into Pantlin, too low. Nice pass, top lip, nice block.
Walters is getting fired up.
Josh Wallers, he's got that Wally's world there, getting excited underneath the basket for the Bucks.
We got to get a shot of that sign, too.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
almost over
not over and back, though. He caught it in the backcourt.
Over to Brand.
We're going to have a replay here.
Brand shoots a long shot, got it, three-pointer.
Replay. There it comes out. There's the block.
There's that block by Wallers. Thank you, Mark.
All right, now we got the Bucks bringing it up. They are up by a point.
Brand knocked down that 3 in the meantime. mean, down front. Boy, seeing the 5'11" guy being guarded by 6'6" looks kind of funny, doesn't it? There's Waller's looking for his shot, doesn't take enough. Ellersville's getting right in his face right now. Pass inside, foul called on Klaus. James Klaus picks up his first, and that's team 6, Mark.
Yep, and while we're setting up this inbounding pass here, we'd like to remind the folks about our sponsors and thank them for enabling us to bring you this broadcast this evening. Clover Bar and Restaurant of Grand Haven, Dr. Larry Poole of West Michigan Sports and Rehab Clinic, Carlson Wagenlich Travel with locations in Grand Haven and Spring Lake, Rising a Building Center, helping to build the Tri-Cities for over 60 years, Denny Van Hall, Sales Manager for James W. Oaks and Company, Fritz Auto Body, Shape Corporation of Grand Haven, and the Border Light Power, keeping our lights on for us tonight.
And we haven't missed any action. A lot of passes. Bucks have in-played it. They're moving the ball. Nice move by Golden. Back out. Nice drive in there by Brian Ayers. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Fran.
A little too far into the basket. Didn't have a good angle on that one.
22-21. Bucks still holding on that lead with a 1:28 to go. Pantler with the ball inside. Ball's passed around off the Matt Topliff. On the point, over to Klaus, can't get himself open. Nice pass inside. Battle for, and ball will stay here. This game is a physical ball game. Two really very good. I'm impressed with the Bucks so far. Being a young team at the air, they're
You're right. I mean, you're right. Except for the height advantage for East Grand Rapids, these are very similar teams. They play in-your-face defense. Yep. They've got an advantage of height. We've got the three-point shooting so far.
Right. Pantlin trying to get a shot up. It's
going to be a travel.
And the Bucks will play it. Let's see what they do. With a 1-2, minute and 2 to go, and 1 point lead. See if they go for one. Going to go for his triangle, which is only take good shots. I want to leave here with that 1 point lead, I'm sure. Well, Walters is going to do that. He fires, got it.
He got
He's
hammered.
going to get fouled.
This could be a 4-point play.
We might see a 4-point play. Josh Walters is bringing this crowd to life here. And he's going to get the basket, and he's going to get a free throw and go for the 4-point play.
Well, you seldom see one player get everybody fired up like this, but
might be an instant replay.
We got banners coming out. We got people on their feet. This three-point shooting is something.
Let's see if they call this after the shot. If it's after the shot, it's 1-1, but I think they called it in the act of shooting. See what they're saying. One shot. It's a one-shot deal. We'll watch for the replay here. Sometimes Floyd sticks so good. Yeah, that's a 4-point play. You don't see a
replay here. There it is.
There's the replay. There it is. We
Yep.
missed the,
you couldn't see the foul on the replay because he was on the ground, but he was there.
Walters has been red hot here. We're down to 35 seconds and a 26-21 lead by the Bucks. Kind of a shocking start here for the Bucks against #1 ranked East Grand Rapids Pioneers. Ram with the ball outside. Over to Aldersville. Looks like they're stalling for one shot, Mark. Hold the ball out. Watch for that clock. Of course, the Grand Haven Bucks crowd is giving it to him with a little boring sound. Hey, steal by Carter. See if we can get it up here. Here's Walters. He wants to shoot it again. Crowd is secure. Here he goes.
Nope.
Oh, he fires the distance. No good. Well, he brought this crowd to life, and behind the hot shooting of Josh Walters and the fine defense by the Bucks. The Bucks are walking up the court at halftime with a 26-21 lead, and pretty much of a shock here, Mark. What's your?
Well, we're up by 5, and really, I think it has a lot to do with that outside shooting. He's got at least 4, if not 5 threes. Maybe we can get a definitive answer to that question.
That's a dimension that you just can't you can't ignore here. You can knock down 4 threes.
Because it is a low-scoring game, and so if you get 15 points from three-point land, I mean that's half the story.
26-21. Bucks have taken a halftime lead, and Coach Taylor has got to be happy. And Coach Tompkins, the fine coach of East Grand Rapids, will obviously go in and have a small talk with his #1 ranked Pioneers. And we'll listen to the pep band in a minute. And
well, just a note about the shooting here in the first half. According to our shot charts here, Grand Haven was 6 for 9 in the second quarter, including 3 for 5 from three-point land. We know who made those. East Grand Rapids, however, was 5 for 7 in their shooting. They had 1 3-point shot, but they're shooting a blistering percentage as well. So both teams need to take more shots.
Yeah, they're just not shooting all that much. Good defense, though, by both teams, as you mentioned earlier, Mark. And, of course, Wallers with 13 quick points. You know, you make 4 baskets.
Yeah, so Walters does have 5 3-point shots in the first half. He got 15 points out of the Grand Haven 26. So
yeah,
that's a lot of scoring.
You betcha. And we got all the scoring here for you. We'll give it to you real quick. Pantlin is leading the way for the Pioneers coming off the bench. He has 6 points. Brad has 7, and Eldersville has 4. Mulligan has 4, and their fine scorer, Matt Leinberger, has not scored a point in the first half. For the Bucks, it's 3 points for Burdock, 4 for Andy Rogers, 4 for Aaron Kokeman, 13, as we said, for Josh Wallers. He walked this crowd to his feet several times in the three-point shooting. And young sophomore Josh Carter, who's just done a tremendous job on the board, has 2 points. What do you think? What do you think about Josh?
Well, he's really he and Pat Hornick are really the only 2 kids that can compete physically with some of the bigger players in East Grand Rapids. So I think with that, we're going to wrap it up here, and we'll be back again in the second half.
This presentation of TV5 Sports is brought to you by Denny Van Hall, Sales Manager for James W. Oaks & Company. The original Clover Bar and Restaurant in Grand Haven. Risinga Building Center, helping to build the Tri-Cities for over 60 years. Carlson Wagenlied Travel, with locations in Spring Lake and Grand Haven. Fritz Auto Body, with complete body service, fiberglass, and metal repairs. Shape Corporation of Grand Haven. West Michigan Sports and Rehab Clinic, with Dr. Larry A. Poole as medical director. And by the Grand Haven Board of Light and Power, your local, community-owned electric utility.
As she learned to talk, you proudly listened as she picked up new words and learned to make sentences. At the Grand Haven Area Public Schools, our students are learning the words, math, science, history, language. They are also learning to put the words together. They're learning about respect and teamwork. They're learning to be responsible members of their community. Because at the Grand Haven Area Public Schools, education is about teaching tomorrow, today.
Trying to be a little more buoyant again. Leinberger, a fine outside shooter, bounces it off the rim, and the Bucks, they can just hold on to this ball now. Burdick inside, a nice pass. And a Scooby-Doo by Vandermeet, but no good, but he was fouled in there.
We are 2 minutes into the second half, and neither team has scored. These free throws, and we can knock them down, will be the first.
Vandermeet will shoot 2, and that's second foul.
Bucks need to either take the fast break when they've got it. When you don't, set it up working around and see if we can get an open shot.
They don't want to get too careless with the ball in the second half. Vandermeet knocked down that first one for his first point of the ball game. He'll shoot second. The Bucks have taken a 6-point lead, their largest lead of the ball game here. With 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. The second one's up and on the rim, but up and in. So pressing now, man to man, almost knocked away, stolen by the Bucks. Walters, there's his 3 on the rim, no good. Grabbed by Burdock, comes in, nice pass to Hornick. Good. Woo. TJ.
Very nice interior pass.
TJ Burdock, who does a lot of things. Long pass to Smulligan, back to Lineberg. Boy, we could have went either way, but Burdock's going to pick up his third foul.
They're going to say he was not set. That was very close, but a little bit on the side. You know, you have to be not moving. You have to have your feet stationary, but you also have to take it square in the chest. If you're a little bit sideways, taking in the shoulder, they're not going to give you that call, even if you're not moving. So
it's a tough foul on Burdock because that's his third, and he's been doing so many things for the Bucks out there with his defense, his passing, his rebounding, and he'll have to come out of the ball game. Lineberger goes to the line to make his first point of the ball game. All-conference guard last year. Makes his first point. TJ gets a nice hand from the partisan crowd here at Grand Haven Bucks Fieldhouse. Lineberger. That's up his next. He's got a nice touch on the ball and makes it.
He's got a lot of rotation, doesn't he? A lot of backspin.
The Bucks are up by 7. Here comes Rogers with the ball, and Josh Walters out front with the ball. And the crowd is getting so wherever he's at, they want him to fire up another three. Here he is in the corner, doesn't shoot that one, passes it back out to Rogers. Rogers has a lot of moxie out there. He was the quarterback for the fine Grand Haven Buck football team. There's a nice drive by Vandermeer, up and in.
That's what you like to see do too, because even though East Grand Rapids is bigger, they're bound to be slower because
We've got a lot of
size.
guys playing about as good as they can play tonight, and this Vandermeer, the junior, knocks down his 4th point of the second half. Eldersville, nice pass to Pantlin, and we're going to get a body foul. Nice block in there by one of the people, but somebody got it.
That was Hornick, and he had a lot of ball. Let's see what they call the foul on here. On number 25, which would be Zach Vandermeer. So that was unfortunate because Hornick had the block.
Yeah, all ball. So Pantlin will shoot 2 for the Bucks, or for the Pioneers. They're down by 9, and I know that Coach Tompkins doesn't like that. He talks to his fine junior guys like
You get the sense that East Grand Rapids didn't expect that coming in here, did you?
Yeah, well, this is his first one. No, they didn't expect to go into overtime. Nice job by Hornick. He gets a nice hand, and this guy plays as hard as anybody you're ever going to find out there. Pantlin will shoot the second into that 1-and-1. He gets that one. So we're 32-24, 5 minutes to go, and here comes the Bucks bringing it up. But a little more patience right now against this man-to-man. Nice steal by Brand, but lost it off the foot. Oh, it seems some fine basketball here for the early season by both teams. Made some mistakes, but not a lot of them. Both teams are playing hard. Here's Vandermeer. He's done a great job the second half. Ball's flicked away, but he gets it back. Here's Waller's three. On the rim, no good. Tried to be saved. Nice save by Eldersville. Out to Brand. Nice spin move. Almost walked with it. Eldersville out front. Goes around him quickly. Nice play by Jeff Eldersville.
Yeah,
Right around Walters on that one.
That's what you need to do against a pressing, up-in-your-face kind of defense. Give a guy a fake and go around him. Grand Haven needs to think about that as well, because that's exactly the kind of defense they're facing.
Brand has been all over. Another steal by Brand. Here he comes looking for Van Eldersma. Back, up, Pantlin scores.
Yeah, this is not a good change of momentum we've got right here. Grand Haven is going to call timeout, seeing their 9-point lead evaporate into, I think it's 4 points.
And then fine senior guard Mike Brand has kind of spearheaded this little comeback by the East. He's down by 4. Timeout, wise timeout, as you said, Mark, by Coach Taylor, who knows when to call him, that's for sure. You want to say something about the our fine sponsors?
You bet. Our fine sponsors here. Borderlight Power of Grand Haven, Shape Corporation of Grand Haven, Fritz Auto Body with fiberglass and metal repair, Denny Van Hall, sales manager for James W. Olsen Company, Rising Building Center, helping to build the Tri-Cities for over 60 years, Carlson Boggan Lake Travel with locations in Grand Haven and Spring Lake, Dr. Larry Poole with West Michigan Sports and Rehab Clinic, fixing everything that's broke, and Clover Bar and Restaurant, best pizza in Grand Haven. What'd you say, Larry?
Yeah, I like it. I'm not a great pizza eater, but if I was going to if I was going to eat it, that'd be the place I'd do it. And Rogers almost walked with it. The guard closer by Brand again, and boy, he's all over the place. And Vandermeer moving around and sliding. Too much time there, Mark.
Yeah,
Really got to get rid of that
the
ball.
basic problem you've got there is you've got a guy who's about 6 feet in the post shaking and baking against a guy who's 6'7". He is not going to get a shot that you like. So if you're in there, just take it out. Because nothing good is going to come of that.
Cahill over the Lineberger, looking inside to Mulligan. There's a nice field by Carter. He's done a great job tonight for the...
He's really played a heads-up game defensively. I really wouldn't expect that, kind of looking at his body size there. And there he comes down and knocks down the jumper.
Comes down and gets the pass and knocks it down, just like an experienced senior.
Right. He's the only 10th grader on either roster, and he's had a solid game tonight.
They got a foul called here. Dan will be... He's trying to push the ball a little bit. Probably a good idea by them. And that's the third foul and the 14th foul against the Grand Haven Buckets. So Vandermeer's got 3. Kokomo has 2. Burdick has 3. And of course, Coach Taylor knew the fouls would be a problem tonight with his height today. 2-3 zone on the out of bounds. Bouncing out the signal. We're close to him here. These players going right in there. And Cahill out front.
East Grand Rapids being very patient here. We're going to be able to take that souvenir home. No, I guess not. They'll need it to play the rest of the game. But that's pretty uncharacteristic. They were being very patient, passing the ball around. And someone zigged when he should have zagged, and we got the ball.
We've had that happen a couple times tonight. The guys are moving, and they throw the ball away. And here's Aaron Kokomo out front with the ball. Here's Carter in the corner. Nice pass. They get a foul, I think, on Moran. He'll shoot 2. Andy Davis, or Andy Rogers. Well, I have to say tonight, I didn't see too many JV games last year, Mark. I'm impressed with Walters, Rogers. I think Rogers on the varsity. They didn't play much. And Vandermeer was on the JV. These kids have really improved their play over the summer.
Yeah, every player on this Grand Haven squad was not a starter last year. Grand Haven lost all 5 of their starters. So for them to come out with a showing like this, I mean, they're ahead right now, and they may very well hang on to win this game, and that would be great, but whether they do or they don't, this has been a very good showing for them tonight. Really impressive early in the year.
He makes 1 of the 2. Rogers. Yeah, even if they're playing Modockville, it would have been good, but they're playing a #1 ranked team. So here's Mulligan, the big guy, turnaround jump, and Carter couldn't do nothing there but foul.
You really get the sense that East Grand Rapids has not had a chance to really kind of get in the flow of anything offensively. We're almost near the end of the 3rd period here, and they have 28 points. Yeah. I mean, that does not really describe a team with the caliber of athletes that they've got.
Their game is based on defense and scoring, but not 28 points. And you know that Coach Taylor prides his defense. I mean, of course, all the great teams that Taylor's had over the years here, they've always played good defense. And he takes pride in his kids.
That's really what you come to recognize in Grand Haven basketball is hustling, scrapping, grinded out defensive sort of game. And then you got a guy like Walters that can shoot threes. You kind of wonder, where did he come from?
Yeah, he fires that 3 up there. I like the way he shoots. Mulligan is shooting the second half. He got 35-29 with 2:45 to play in the 3rd quarter. And I think the East Grand Rapids fans are just waiting for their team to do something here, and the Bucks are trying to hold them off here. Should be a great finish. Andy Rogers doing a nice job. Ooh, almost walked. Here's Walters. Bounce past the Vandermeer. Nice patience by the Bucks. Taylor couldn't ask for any more than this right now. Out front there, Aaron Kokomo. He's not afraid of anybody. We know that. We watched him play football. All-state honorable mention, 2nd team or whatever he was. There's Rogers. On the rim, no good.
That was a nice shot. That's the shot you want.
They're banned size-wise, but they're battling on the boards with these Pioneers. Mike Brand, my senior guys from Pioneers. A lot of movement right now by East. They're kind of standing around, waiting for somebody to do something. They need to take charge person out here. They don't have one in the ballgame right now. Mulligan down inside, looks for it. Aldersville, not a great outside shooter.
Nice defense. Nice defense. Was that Walters? Who had that hand up there?
Good defense by Walters, I believe.
Our statistician tells us it was.
Brand, nice pass to Pamela. The Pamela wasn't ready. So here comes those Bucks, and they throw it away.
Too bad. He did a nice job of picking up the loose ball there.
I really like to call timeout, but you don't know who's. Well, here we go. East Grand Rapids is going to call a timeout. Somebody needed one there, as both teams looked a little rattled in what they were doing, and so here we go. 35-30, 1:40 to go. Mark, any quick comments on the game so far? How we're flowing here?
Well, Grand Haven has to be very pleased with how things are going. They just can't let things get too frantic. They're getting a little turnover prone right now, and you can't turn the ball over a lot against a team that's bigger than you because you got to make the most of your scoring opportunities. You're not going to get a lot of offensive rebounds against this team. And they just need to take care of the basketball and execute well down the stretch. And they've got an excellent chance of holding out here and winning this game.
20-second timeout, so we're back at the ball game. We'll get those sponsors on the next break we get, Mark. And everything's got the makings right now that this could be a great finish here. We know East Grand Rapids is not going to go away easy. This team won an overtime ball game against Grand Rapids Christian on Tuesday night. Here comes the Bucks playing in that man-to-man. They stayed in it most of the night. Klaus, good pass to Pantlin. They get a foul called on Kokema again, and that's Kokema's third or fourth inside, and so they're building the fouls up here.
I've just been told that the Grand Haven Buccaneer cheerleaders are going to be heading to Florida soon to play in the Outback, well, not play, cheer, in the Outback Bowl.
I don't think they want to play, but they have been honored with that. You mentioned they won the state last year.
You'd think that'd be in Australia, but they're not going to let them go that far, apparently. Just to Florida, which will be nice enough.
Yeah, they won a cheer contest, I believe, in Grandville. A lot of teams. They really got a great program, we know, and that's quite an honor. And I think they're raising some money, so if anybody wants to check with the high school how they can give some money to find that cheerleader, help them pay for that trip to the Outback Bowl. That would be a nice gesture. So here we go. Grand Rapids got that free throw line now already with 1-1. Jeff Elderfeld picks up that first one, and he's got it. Slowly but surely creeping back into this ballgame, not with any kind of extra play, primarily at the free throw line. Eldersveld next shot up, and he's short on it, but Klaus grabs that rebound. Eldersveld looking inside to Klaus, gives it to him. Klaus wants to make a move. He does. He missed it. Pantlin tips. We're going to Pantlin over the back.
Pantlin over the back, right. That was a beautiful move by Klaus. Just seemed like he got a little too excited. Didn't realize he was going to be that open. He's wide open. Ready to lay it in with the right hand and overpowered it.
One of those kind of nights so far for the Pioneers. From Danny Rogers. Ball bounces off the toe. Boy, I'll tell you what, Brain's all over the place. He's going to call a foul on him that time. Tell you what, we won't see any better defensive guard than Mike Brand this year, I don't think, Mark.
No, he has done a really nice job of controlling their team. One of these guys that, you know, he's not going to score a lot, so he doesn't wind up in the stat book, but he's a solid player for them.
I don't think you'd want to have to play against him. He picks you up wherever you're at. Here's Goldman. Ryan Goldman. Done a nice job. Long pass stolen by... Getting a little antsy by McGahill.
Cross-court pass, you know. That's not what you need. You need to settle down and execute and get a good shot.
50 seconds to go in the half. They're going to go for it. They usually go for one, but I just saw Coach motion. Let's go for it. Let's score. Ryan McGahill outside the Brand. Not getting a lot of movement at East Grand Rapids tonight. And obviously that's hurting. Here's a nice pass by a nice move inside. Missed the shot. Tipped it up. Hanley gets it back and scores.
Yeah, you can't give them those.
Here comes Rogers.
We've got a 2-point game here, Larry.
Yeah, they've been sneaking back, and the pressure defense is still there. They might go for one here. Let's see if they do.
They haven't had a good open look in a while. That's what we need.
Set it back up. 11 seconds to go. Here's Hornig. Fake.
That's a foul.
Let's see if they call that out. Could have been out either. Third foul. Catholics had a problem with fouls. Picks up his third. Hornig with a nice job in there. Got the ball down low and a nice pass by Ryan Goldman. And let's see if he can convert the free throw.
He made a nice fake to get them off their feet. If he hadn't done that, that might have been a block shot. But,
hey, we're getting all about it.
We got the lucky bounce too. So that's good. Substitute one Pantlin for the other, or is that Smalley?
That's Smalley.
Yep.
Takes them both. Nice job by Hornick. It's 4-point lead, 8 seconds. You got to pick him up early because this Brain can shoot the threes. He drives, passes off, got it. Nice patience by the Pioneers that time.
And that's, I think that's their game. And we can't let them get into their game.
Yeah, that is their game.
We haven't out, but allowing the big guys to get shots like that near the basket. But if they start getting their big guys open,
well, we hit 3 quarters, and nobody would ever thought it was going to be 37-35. So the Bucks are leading, and we'll have a wild 4th quarter, Mark, if you want to.
We'll take it.
Sponsors?
Sponsors one more time. Clover Bar and Restaurant of Grand Haven. Dr. Larry Poole of West Michigan Sports and Rehab Clinic. Carlson Vogeley Travel of Grand Haven and Spring Lake. Rising Building Center. Generations of experience helping to build the Tri-Cities. Denny Van Hall, Sales Manager. James W. Oaks and Company. If you need any real estate, call Denny. Fritz Auto Body of Grand Haven. Fiberglass and Metal Repair. Shape Corporation. Building everything you need. And the Grand Haven Board of Light and Power. I'd like to really thank those sponsors for paying our magnificent salaries here this evening, Larry, and helping to keep us on the air.
Yeah, they, well, most of all, they give us a chance to showcase these players, coaches, and this facility out here, and the cheerleaders, and the pep band. And a lot of good things going on in high school sports, Mark, as you know. You're a big supporter of it. And I enjoy high school sports probably as much as any of the games that are going on today.
I'm not sure we mentioned our athletic director, Ken Ranta, this evening, who is here, as he always is, helping us to coordinate activities and allowing us to bring you these broadcasts, so we'd like to thank Ken as well.
Yep, Ken's been doing a good job here. Well, here comes the East Grand Rapids Pioneers now. They haven't led here, and I don't think they've ever led the game. If they did, it was early, maybe by 1. Trying to get back in this ball game, and here's Klaus with the move inside, doesn't get it, and there's the Bucks with the rebound. Coach Taylor's going to want some patience, I think, here, but you can't slow it down totally here. You got to keep playing the game. Josh Wallers, who had the score in the second half after that 13-point first half. Here's TJ back in the ball game. Boy, that helps a lot. They need him in there. He's only a junior, but he plays like a senior. Pardick doing a nice job back to Burdick.
Hopefully the Bucks will exercise a little more patience. That's what TJ's trying to do. Settle things down. He's acting like a point guard right now. Holcomb has now got the ball.
Now, when you're ahead 2 points against the #1 ranked team in the state, Class B, obviously you're going to try to hold on to the ball here a little bit, take good shots. Burdock can play guard, he can play forward, he can play center. He does a lot of things for the Bucks.
Well, he's got great skills. We just need to keep him on the floor, and I'd like to see us be able to isolate him a little bit so he can take it to the basket. I think he's quicker than anybody who's guarding him, even though he's a little smaller.
Right,
And he's got to get some open looks and some opportunities to go to the basket.
Got to keep that ball out of that trap area. Wallers, back to TJ. This is when it becomes difficult right now, is when you do shoot now, when you stall for this long. Not stall, but hold the ball. The problem begins is you're afraid to shoot the ball then. Here's Portick inside. Here's Burdock.
There's the shot right there. That's the one.
Got it. TJ.
Well,
big basket.
that is an excellent execution. They took a whole minute off the clock, and they got the shot they wanted.
Well, I'll tell you what, that'll make Coach Taylor stand up and cheer.
There's a shot we were waiting for. That's Coach Hardisky, our football coach of the Grand Haven Buccaneers, there on the center screen.
All right.
Smiling back at the camera. I'd like to congratulate him and the Grand Haven Buccaneer football team on a fine season.
One thing about this coaching staff, football, whatever it is, they all support each other, and that's a nice thing. Big basket now, big rebound down there by the Bucks now. 4-point lead, and the ball as Weinberger missed another 3 for the Pioneers. The fine shooter, boy, Eldersville is really working hard.
That's tough defense, isn't it?
They are working hard. And here's Kokomo against Weinberger. In the corner, jumper, got it. That's Vandermeet. Wow, we got some players stepping up tonight.
You know, when you do things right, it's really not that difficult a game. You need to get an open look at the basket. The last 2 nights down the floor, the Buccaneers have had that, and they've made the shot.
I tell you right now, Coach Taylor, if this game is over right now, he would be so pleased because you can't play any better than they played today. It almost stolen by Wallers. And there's Brand, a good outside shooter. He got it.
We haven't seen that before yet tonight, have we?
He can do it.
I'm not sure he shot the ball yet tonight. That's a nice shot.
But he can't do it. He shot 3 threes against Grand Rapids Christian. Big basket there, cuts it to 3. Tight defense. Klaus almost stole the ball. 4:51 to go, and the pressure's starting to mount on the Pioneers.
We're kind of stuck in the corner there. I liked our last offensive sets. The last 2 a lot better than what we got going so far. So.
The 2 Panther boys back in, Ryan. Cahill coming in.
You really got to take your hat off to Coach Taylor, too, because things were not going well, and he called that timeout, and we had 2 good offensive sets. So I don't know what he told them, but it was the right thing because we had much better execution.
Get it in here. We just got it. There's a pass into Vanderbeek, who's just done a nice job. A little Scooby-Doo. He walks.
That's the same thing that happened about 3 minutes before. He's trying to wheel and deal on a guy that's bigger than he is, and he's not going to get a good shot. He's just got to take it out.
He's got to get it out of that case.
He wants to be Kareem, and he's not Kareem. You know, he's got to play outside.
Done a nice job tonight going inside, but that's a tough play for him right there. Mike Brand, who hit the last one, is not looking for the shot this time. He's wide open. Nice pass to Pantlick. Stepped around.
Good
Scoop
defense.
Shot, no
good
good.
defense
Nice
by
defense.
Carter.
Big rebound by Burdick. Beautiful job by the sophomore. Well, the Bucks got it back. 3-point lead. They need to hang on to that lead because I think if the Pioneers get a lead on them, it's going to be tough to come back.
I like the game of this Josh Carter.
Yeah. Oh, baseline Vanderbeek. Got it. Whoa. Boy, he's been all over. We got a new name for him. We'll call him the Slinky, huh?
The Slinky.
He gets right in there among the trees and knocks down 2 or 3 of them. There's Brand going to shoot. Don't get to it. Clock's running, 3:55. Stolen away by Burdick. Not a good pass.
He's going to hold it up here.
Boy, right
decision.
now.
He didn't have the numbers.
This is what Taylor is going to have to really get his money's worth right now. And the old James, there's Carter, the stop for, got it! Everything's going Grand Haven's way. The crowd's starting to realize this might be an upset here. It's fairly quiet here, other than there's a timeout by the Pioneers.
The lead is back up to 7 points with 3.5 to go.
7, and boy, look at these players. They're pretty excited out here, Mark. They're sensing a big upset. I don't think the crowd realizes what an upset this is, most people, because it's early in the year, but I know Coach Taylor and his players know about it.
For stretches, we are making East Grand Rapids look bad, and that is a credit to Grand Haven because they are a very good basketball.
They have taken the game. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what, Mark? This guy Taylor, Craig Taylor, he can devise a plan, and he's really done. I thought he'd come out with a little matchup tonight. He's done that man-to-man. He's played that offense of East Grand Rapids, and he's got it into almost like into a zone.
Yeah, it has been very effective. And I don't really even know what the dynamics of that are because you're right. He normally does play matchup zone, and tonight he's playing man-to-man. And I don't know why he switched or what the specific reasons were, but it's working like he said.
Yeah, and I think he switched basically because he knew that East offense is 1-2-2, and that's basically that matchup zone he plays. So he figured, hey, we'll just play man-to-man. It'll be like a zone the whole night, and it's done wonderful. And I know how Taylor's feeling right now. He's looking at that 328. He's saying this is going to be the longest 328 of my life.
All right, I want to get to our sponsors one last time before we get rolling here. The Borderlight Power of Grand Haven, State Corporation of Grand Haven, Fritz Auto Body with fiberglass and metal repair, Denny Van Hall, sales manager for James W. Oaks Company, Rising Building Center, the Carlson Boggly Travel, Grand Haven and Spring Lake, Dr. Larry Poole, at West Michigan Sports Rehab Clinic as East Grand Rapids comes out and scores, and Clover Bar and Restaurant in Grand Haven.
Mike Brand's been Mr. Tough there, just banks a little 15-footer off the glass for East Grand Rapids, cuts it back to 5 again, 3-11. Might have been a little shove there, but no call. But
that was a heads-up play by Ryan Goldman to knock it off the East Grand Rapids player and keep possession of the ball.
I don't know Ryan Goldman, but he looks like a heady player. He's done a lot of smart things out there tonight with the ball. There's Josh Carter, unconscious tonight, sophomore. Doesn't realize how big a game this is. Josh Walters, who did it all in the first half, was cooled off second half and hasn't shot that much, only a couple times. They're going to hold the ball here as much as they can. They got the lead. They don't have to score. This is the one that's got to put there's Burdick. Blocked. Foul. Body. 2 shots for Burdick.
I think that's going to be on Pamela. That was a lot of ball there, too, but I think the call will be on the body.
No, they're calling on the other Pamela. His second foul. So TJ's got 2 big free throws here, Mark. Burdick at the line so far is 1 for 2.
It would be nice to have right here. Nope. Shot that awfully quick. I wonder if that's his normal setup there at the free throw line.
How did Burdick do against Saginaw from the line? We got a little stat sheet on that. Burdick from the line. Shooting.
Yeah, both of them are
missed them both. That's not good. 40 in the corner. Elvis fell. 3 short. Grabbed nicely by Walters. There's the clock here. On the ball. Andy Rogers is going to call a foul on Lineberger, so might, it's going to go to 1-1, so free throws could be a real tell story in this game, Mark. They're going to have to start fouling us a little bit, not just early.
You must make free throws in crunch time. The only other way to beat a team is to blow them out. And that's not going to happen.
So Andy will go to the line. Andy has not. I know Andy's been to the line once today. He's 1 for 2. Ryan Goldman comes out. Well, he's Vanderbeek's family. That's a generation. I was talking to Vanderbeek's dad, Zach's dad. And, man, how many kids you got? I remember all those little kids when they were.
Got to be Tyler's little brother, isn't it?
Man, they go all the way back, maybe 10 years. So they've been watching a lot of basketball games. Like really fine people. Got them both. 2 big free throws by Andy Rogers. Timeout.
That was big right there.
By the Grand Haven Bucks. So with a timeout on the floor and 2:29 left to go, the Bucks are clinging to a 7-point lead over the #1 ranked Class B East Grand Rapids Pioneers.
I'm still pinching myself, Larry. It's hard to believe, but it's great.
And I think because it's so early, most of the crowd doesn't realize what East is rated. It's only been in the free press. It hasn't been in the local papers. So I think they realize East is a pretty good team, but they don't know the magnitude of what they are. And we know the players do, and Coach Taylor, by their excitement tonight, they've been doing a lot of chest pumping tonight. So we got 2:29 to go, 47-40. We're going to continue the same pattern down here on this end, Mark.
Yeah.
I think Taylor's going to continue to ball control.
I'm sure he's going to do exactly what he's done the entire game because it's working right now.
Ball control offense and look for the good shots. We don't have to shoot here. All we have to do is maintain the lead. And even the bench is getting a little excited here as we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Here comes those Bucks, and I'm telling you what, TJ's leading them out there. They're pumped up right now. They want to win this one for Coach Taylor.
One thing it is a little different this half. The first half is we have not, I believe, hit a 3-point shot so far in the second half.
Josh has shot a couple of them.
Whoa, wait a minute. Our stat guy says we got one 3-point shot.
Well, I
Shooting percentage is pretty high, but they've been up in Walter's face.
Good with the ball, taking it back outside. Good defense by the Bucks. Vanderbeek all over. John Pantlin outside the Lineberger. Long jumper might have this one. Nope, on the back. Rebound nicely by Walters. Boy, he hasn't scored well in the second half because he hasn't shot much, but he's done a great job on the board.
We've got a 7-point lead and 2 minutes of clock to burn. Let's see if we can do it.
Well, this is going to be the longest 2 minutes of Coach Taylor's long and illustrious career. Back out to Kokoma. A double team, but here they come. They're trying to foul here, and they do. They're in a fouling situation now, and Lineberger picks up that one. Zach will go to the line. He's been 2 for 2 for the line so far tonight. Look down at Scott Tompkins, the fine coach of the Pioneers, and he's just shaking his head. He just can't figure this whole thing out. They've never been able to get out of that. I know that little fog they've been in. Blue gets that ball, and we missed that free throw. That's another important one. We missed 3 of them now here in the last quarter.
Especially, you just got to make the first one. 1-on-1.
We missed a big possession right here if we can stop it.
I don't think you'll see East Grand Rapids be so patient to deliver it this time. They've got to get the ball up.
He's done such a great job on the boards against the tight system. We just haven't had a lot of offensive rebounds. Foul on Walters. Kind of a ticky-tack foul, but that'll send Ellersville to the line. And best of all for the Pioneers to stop that clock.